chase it. Money's moving to me. I'm a millionaire. Money by the cases. I ain't gotta chase it.
Money's moving to me. What's going on, beautiful people? Happy Wednesday to you all. I hope that you're having an amazing day thus far. If not, it's about to get that much better. And this is the thing, y'all. I have been thinking it's been Friday for like the past 2 days now. I don't know why. For some reason, it feels like the week is going slightly slower for me. And typically it's the other way around. Usually I feel like, oh my gosh, the week has gone by so fast. But for whatever reason, I've been feeling like it's Friday for the past 2 days now. I don't know what's going on. But in any case, if you're watching me live, go ahead and let me know where you're watching from. Rep your city, rep your country. Let me know where in the virtual building you are watching me from on tonight, darling. And for some of you, it may actually be Thursday already, depending on where you are in the world. Let me know who's here. I'm going to share some things with you tonight that I believe will be impactful for those of you that actually take heed to what I'm going to share. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with my intro, as I always do. My name is Sharita Leon. I went from being a homeless, disabled, single mom to a two-time #1 best-selling author with books that were on the bestsellers list for over 2 years straight. I'm also a life, relationship, and business coach, an internet marketing strategist, entrepreneur, international speaker, and the protege of the legendary Les Brown, a Forex trader and investor. And I empower my tribe to live their God-given purpose while creating wealth and have healthy relationships. I'm also a believer, and my faith is exuded in all that I do. Welcome, everybody. So as you see in the title of this video, I'm asking you a question, right? Are you a hunter or are you the farmer? And you're probably wondering, what the heck is Sharita talking about, right? Well, this is the thing, y'all. In life, you either sell or be sold, right? You're going to be the hunter and or the farmer. But if you're wise, you know how to be the hunter and the farmer. And I'm going to explain to you what that actually means. See, there are a lot of people that typically fall in two brackets, right? You have those that mainly may fall into the category of being a farmer, right? They're the ones that kind of sow seeds, kind of wait for things to kind of happen, right? And then you have the hunters. The hunters are out there making things happen. The hunters are the ones that go and ensure that they survive. Now, this is the thing. Everyone should be able to tap into both sides, both the hunter and the farmer, to see good success in life as a whole. But if you had to choose between one or the other, I would suggest that you become the hunter, right? Well, why is that? Well, let's think about the actual history of hunting and those that hunt. If you were a hunter, whether it was in the caveman days or today, you were the person that made sure that you and your family ate every single day, right? The hunter goes out to ensure that there's always provision made. There's a skill set that they have acquired to make sure that they do not stay without. While you have the farmer, and the farmer is there to sow seeds, right? The farmer's going to make sure that we have enough seed in the ground to get the corn when it's ready. We're going to have enough seed in the ground to make sure we have our fruits, our watermelon, the apples, the corn, the lentils, all that, which is all necessary. However, this is the thing about being the farmer only. The farmer only has to wait for the harvest to come. So if the farmer has to wait months and for harvest season to come before they eat, that means they're going to die of starvation, right? This is why back in the day, there were partnerships made. There were partnerships made between the farmer and the hunter. So what that looks like, well, a farmer would come and a hunter would come say, hey, this is what we're going to do. We're going to create a partnership together. And the farmer says, you know what? I'm going to make sure that I sow enough seed in the ground that when the harvest comes, we all have enough food to eat. So you can go out now, go get the meat, right? Go out now and prepare so that way we have food while we're waiting. And so this is how you would see the mergers where you would have last names like Williamsburg, right? Well, what does that mean? Well, there was one family that might have been the farmer, their last name might have been Williams, and then Berg might have been the last name of the hunter. So they will create covenants together, and now they became Williamburg, and now that means you have the farmer that's out there planting the seed, and you have the hunter going out to eat daily. What am I saying? You have to be able to figure out where you are in your life and find out which side of the spectrum should you be tapping into. If you know that right now where you are in your current situation is not where you want to be, yes, you want to sow seeds, but you need to be the hunter. You have to be the aggressor. You have to be the one to go out there and make stuff happen for you, not wait for people to come to you. That is the difference between the people that literally soar in life and those that are hoping and wishing that something turns around for their good. You want to be able to tap into your ability to go and make stuff happen. Now, naturally, some of us are not the aggressors. Naturally, some of us may be more quiet, more of an introvert, right? And that was me. Almost my entire life, I was the person that was the introvert. I was extremely shy. I didn't like speaking to people. I was not one to go and get things done. Like that wasn't me. And now most people don't believe me because they're like, "Yeah, right, Sharita. There's no way that you were never, an introvert." Trust me. And naturally, I still am. But a shift had to happen for me when I realized that being the person that was just quiet and to the side was not getting me the results that I actually wanted. I had to learn how to become the hunter. I had to learn how to become the person that was going to not just hope and have dreams, but the person that made my dreams come into fruition. And that's where you have to be right now if where you are is not where you want to be. And for some people, that's a certain dollar amount. For other people, that's time freedom. For other people, that's where you want to be healthy in your body, right? You have to learn how to tap into that aggressive nature of yourself to go and make things happen. Now, with that being said, there is still the aspect of every single person that should be able to be the farmer as well. You have to have seed in the ground. See, when you are the person that's just the hunter and you're only thinking about today, you miss out on the opportunity to have seed in the ground. So when the days you are tired or don't have the ability to go out there and pray, get your prey, you have a harvest that's coming for you. See, while I am the aggressor, I also ensure that I have seed in the ground. I make sure that I have different things working and systems in place so that when the days where I may not feel like talking to anyone, the days where I feel like I want to sit to myself, or the days where I may not physically be able to, I've planted enough seeds in my businesses so that way now the harvest has to come. And so it is with life. What seeds do you have in the ground, and are you consistent with those seeds? I was just speaking to one of my business partners, and I was sharing with her how she should be having more success than she's having. And I started to ask some questions. I said, well, are you doing the system to a T? And she started trying to tell me some things. I could tell that an excuse was going to try to come in there, but she quickly caught herself. She quickly caught herself and she said, you know what? Let me go back and study the training. Because she started to tell me things like, well, I need to be more consistent in this area. Or, well, when I do this, and immediately that just let me know that you're not being consistent. If you're not consistently sowing seeds, you cannot expect to consistently have a harvest. I'll say it again. If you're not consistently sowing seeds, you cannot consistently expect a harvest. So while yes, every day we tap into being the aggressor, going out to make sure that we eat every day. That's what my 120 plus a day system is, right? My 120 plus system is us going out there and being the hunters. We're copying and pasting a system that has already been created, right? So all you have to do is follow the instructions. And if you're consistent with it, you'll make up to 120 a day or more, right? Literally following the system. But that takes for you to be the aggressor, right? To follow the system. Then with that, we ensure that in that same system, we're also partaking as farmers to have seed in the ground. And in retrospect, what actually happens is that now you always have something going through your pipeline. So that means there's no lack. If you constantly are being consistent and sowing your seeds, constantly going out there and being the hunter, there's always something flowing in. So look at your life. Look at your life right now, be it in your business, in the workplace, in your relationships. How are you making it happen? What seeds are you consistently sowing to ensure that you have the harvest? Are you waiting for people to ask you about what you do? Right? Are you waiting for someone to say, oh, you know what? I saw you were doing something. Can you tell me about that? Now, that's great that they've seen you do that, but why would you wait? You have to be the one to go out there and make it happen. See, I'm from New York City, right? And if you know anything about New York, people from New York, We are go-getters. We are hustlers, right? And so with that, people that know how to go and be the hunter, they eat every single day. They know that they can find something to ensure that they don't go without. But that takes a certain type of mindset to go out there and be intentional about what you want your day to day to look like. What are your financial goals? I talk to so many people while I'm coaching, right? And many of my different businesses. And I'll ask, well, what do you actually want to do here? Like, how much money do you actually want to make? And most people don't even know. They'll say, they're like, well, I'm not sure. I just, the sky's the limit. What is that? Like, what does that mean? And what that really tells me is that one, they were not intentional about the decision that they made. Two, there's probably a great deal of unbelief happening where they don't really think that they can make the money they want to make. And so now they just put anything out there and hope that, hey, I land somewhere. That's not how life works. Life is about intentionality. Manifesting is about intentionality. Goals are created to be crushed, okay? And so if you don't have a specific goal as to what you want to accomplish, you have no real direction. It's like me saying I'm going to come to your house and you live in Florida, in a part of Florida that I've never heard of before. And I say, you know what, I'm coming to your house. There is absolutely no way possible for me to come to your house if I don't have your address. Period. I could hop on a plane right now and go to Florida. I have to figure out which airport I'm going to, which side of the state I'm going to. I can't do any of that if I don't have your address. Once I have your address, I can now put in my GPS. I can now create a pathway to get to you. Now, even with that, there may be different ways that I can get to my destination, but I can never get to a destination if I don't know where I'm going, if I don't have an address. And so it is in your life. Every single day, how much money are you going to make? Every single day, what conversations are you going to have? What are you going to do to grow as a person in your personal development? How are you going to grow spiritually? Are you leaving that to chance? Or are you being intentional about it? See, the hunter is beyond just going out there making money. The hunter is that self-personal development, being intentional what you're listening to, being intentional as to what you're watching, being intentional about actually growing and becoming a better version of yourself. So are you sowing seeds into you so that you become your own harvest? That you become the harvest that other people are actually waiting for? The harvest that other people are actually praying for? Because once you tap into these spiritual laws, it doesn't matter what it looks like on the outside. The seeds have been planted. You've gone out there and you've been the hunter, and now you have to have the actual tangible manifestation of that. Period. So right now, for example, I could have this amazing, beautiful pack of CBD coffee and say, you know what, this is nice. I'm going to wait for someone to ask me about my coffee and hopefully I can make a sale. This is what a lot of people do, right? So I'll have this nice packaged coffee somewhere sitting in my home, waiting for someone to say something. How many of you know if I'm the person that's sitting here waiting for somebody to say something, I could be waiting a long time. Or I could be the person that is the hunter. I'm going to show people what I have, right? I'm going to be consistent and show people what I have. I'm going to incorporate my lifestyle and what is it I do for you to see me doing it. And then I'm going to let you know that, hey, this is what you want. Let me tell you something. There's a proverb that says, closed mouths don't get fed. And I had to learn that the hard way. Because remember, I used to be extremely shy. I was the epitome of the closed mouth, okay? Now, I wish I would keep my mouth closed. The devil is a lie. You're going to hear me, okay? And you're going to know. And let me tell you what happens. The beautiful thing about when you open up your mouth and actually say something. There are people that are actually waiting for you to say something. There are people that are actually excited about what you have to offer. But you'll never know that if you don't say anything. For example, I am going to an event this weekend. And to go to this event, I had to have a COVID test to make sure that everything is cool, right? So I went to go take my COVID test yesterday, and I offered the medical assistant a sample of my coffee, right? Being the hunter and the farmer at the same time. So she immediately sees the coffee and she gets excited. And she's like, oh my gosh, I love CBD products. Now, I would have never known that if I never offered her. I was the hunter by opening my mouth to let her know. And then I sowed the seed as a farmer to give it to her, knowing that I'm going to get my harvest in a couple of days. So you have to find that even medium to move, even if you may feel uncomfortable at first, but you are the answer to someone's prayer and you don't know. Another example, someone came today for delivery, right? She delivered her items to me for me. And then I went, what did I do again? I gave her a sample of my CBD coffee. She said, oh my gosh, CBD. I love CBD. See, a lot of y'all don't know the power of CBD. You don't know the industry and how wide it is and how it's rapidly growing and how people are in love with this thing because it's totally life changing and how they're willing to pay top dollar for it because it's that amazing. But you won't know that until you open your mouth and then stretch your thinking. Because a lot of times what happens is some people, why they don't see success in their businesses, and that goes for any kind of business, is because they feel as if, well, they don't have the money to pay for this. If someone does not have the money to pay for your products, you are going to the wrong audience. If I tell you right now that this amazing 32-ounce bottle of my vitamin is $65, and you say, well, I can't sell it because people keep telling me it's too expensive, you're talking to the wrong people. Because there's someone else that's going to see this, know the value and all the amazing vitamins and minerals and superfoods that are in here, and then say, oh, wow, it's only $65 and it's 32 ounces. Yeah, give me that. Why? Because they know the value. They have the money. So if you're talking to someone that does not, then honey, that's not your audience. Just because you want somebody to buy from you doesn't mean that they're your audience, okay? That's a totally different training for another day. The point that I'm making is this. There are people right now that want what you have, but you have to be the one to go out there and make sure that they know. Whether you're selling a book, whether you are selling your services as a cook, whatever you're doing, you need to learn how to be the farmer and the hunter consistently every single day to make sure that you always have something rolling through your pipeline. Because the truth is, especially on social media, people are always watching. I know there are folks watching right now on this live stream. They don't want to click it, so I know that they're watching. But that does not negate the fact that they're watching. So if people are always watching, some of them are watching to see how consistent you're going to be and then give you some money, right? And then buy a product from you or join you in business. But you won't know that if you're not consistent, right? So be intentional about every single day being the farmer and the hunter in your life. What relationships are you going out there to create? That's the other thing, right? Be it romantic relationships, platonic relationships. Are you being intentional about going out there to make new friends? The Bible says if you want to have friends, find yourself friendly. Are you being consistent in finding new friends? Looking for new business partners? Hello, somebody. Presenting yourself in a way, ladies, so that way you can find your spouse. Hello. Are you being intentional about being the farmer and the hunter in your life? Because you have to be able to merge the two to see success. Because you sitting here waiting, and so many folks are waiting on God. Meanwhile, Jesus said it was finished a long time ago. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'll show you my faith by my works. Hello, somebody. And the moment you can tap into that, the sooner you'll see things happening and manifesting for you. So, with that being said, I've shared with you all how you must be the hunter and the farmer. I've done it in such a way where I've allowed people to benefit from a system that actually works, where you can make up to $120 a day or more simply following a simple copy and paste system, where I have people literally making over $300 a day, $500 a day, just following a system. But I'm just going to give you a small number. I'm going to tell you 120, right? Make up to 120 a day. Follow a simple system where I show you how you can be the hunter and the farmer all at the same dang on time and make money every single day. This is perfect for those of you that don't want to talk to people, right? You're scared and all that. That's okay. I got you. I'm gonna show you how to still be able to make up to 120 plus a day without having to physically pick up your phone or call your family and friends. How about that? And still win. Now, while we're here, if you want to find out more about my amazing CBD coffee, yes, get in my inbox, buy it right now. This is my last bag actually. This is my last bag that I have on sale. You can get, the regular price is $80. Yep, I said that, $80. You spend more than that on Starbucks coffee that gives you the jitters, okay? You have an amazing experience drinking this CBD infused coffee that's going to help with relaxation, anxiety, inflammation, pain. It helps with you literally feeling good. It can also help with suppressing your appetite. How about that? And build immunity, because guess what? We got chaga in here, okay? So you go ahead and get you some of this. I have one bag left. Inbox me for details. And if you want to go ahead and get right, cleanse your body on a cellular level, you need my detox tea. Point blank, period. People have asked Shereen, well, is this like the other tea, or is this like, I'll just say this. Every single person that I had that tried others always come back and say that this is their favorite. You see that? It says vacía. Y'all see that? Vacía. Empty in Spanish. And that's exactly what it's going to do. In fact, you can lose up to 1 pound a day just taking this amazing instant detox tea. All you have to do is put it in 16 ounces of water, shake it up, and honey, you are good to go. So you get 5 of those at $25 or 10 for $30. It's up to you. Actually, 10 for $35. Let me get that right. Or you get my kit, and as you have seen in my stories, my kit is on sale for over $45 off, and you get all 4 of my products. Y'all see this? And you can actually lose up to 30 pounds in 30 days. How powerful is that? So if you want to get any of those products, let me know. If you want to know how to make 120 plus a day, get in my inbox. I can help you do that as well. If you're watching from YouTube, you can email SheritaLeon@gmail.com, or you can find me on Facebook and inbox me as well. I told you all that this year I'm helping 20 individuals create 6 figures, and I'm almost there. So you want to be a part of that movement, get in my inbox. I'll help you. I thank you all for watching. Until next time, only believe until the end and go get your life. Be blessed, everybody.
I'm a millionaire, money better cases. I ain't gotta chase it. I'm a millionaire.
Get your money.